Welcome to Northwest Intuition. It's your girl T here, back with another weekly reading. This one being for October 15th through the 21st of 2018. If you're catching this on the replay, it is a-okay. Spirit has a funny way of showing you messages when you need them the most, so don't let the date stop you from receiving your gift from the gods. With that being said, if you are new to my channel, you will notice I have 3 cards laid out. This is for the beginning of the week, midweek, and ending of your week. The cards are placed underneath 3 random stones. These stones are what I use to work with chakras and the chakra system. So these kind of tell me what we're working with and what part of the body we're dealing with. For example, this one is my crown chakra stone, so that's telling me spirituality. We're going to be connecting with source here. This one's telling me this is the green malachite, so this brings out the heart chakra, the love aspect, the relation aspect of yourself. We have the citrine here, so this is your solar plexus. This is the I do, the confidence portion of your body. So that's telling me that some action needs to be taken place this weekend. With that being said, let's see what we got going here for our weekly spirit draw. All right, that first card for the beginning of the week was imagination. The second card for midweek is love. And that third card for the ending of the week is justice. So with that being said, I take into consideration the stones, the cards, and what's going on solar, or in the cosmos right now. So that Venus retrograde. The Venus retrograde is telling us that love stuff is coming up. Our love muck is coming up. So with that and the imagination, love, and justice card, it's telling me that this is a love reading. So let's do it. Let's start it. All right, with the imagination card for the beginning of the week, this card only comes up in a reading when you need to start thinking outside the box. When you're stuck, when you're bored, when you just want more, when you're craving something else. So in retrospect to love, a lot of you could be bored in your relationship. You could be done with your spouse. You could be sleeping in separate rooms. You could just basically be roommates. So what this is asking you to do is really think, really use your imagination to get out of your situation. Overcome this feeling of being stuck. First, you got to decide if you want to stay with that person. Second, you got to decide how you're going to make the situation better. So, for example, if you're going to stay with the person, you can create and use your imagination to come up with new date nights or new ideas to keep the relationship flowing. Think outside the box. Do something you guys haven't done together before. If you want to take a class, take a class. If you want to go shoot some guns, go shoot some guns. Do whatever you got to do. Just think outside of the box. If you're ready to end the relationship, start thinking of the process that you're going to need to take in order to end this. But be creative about it, because your emotions are going to be going through a roller coaster here. So keep that in mind. Keep your sanity in mind. So just maybe throw in some extra self-care days. All right, so midweek we have the love card. So the love card's telling me that you are going to be talking with your spouse about this current situation midweek. So you've thought about it at the beginning of the week. You either want to stay with this person or you want to leave them. Now, this is your chance to tell them. This is your chance to start the conversation. This is your chance to really bring that person to the table and say, you know what? I'm not the same person I was when we started this relationship, but I can tell you who I am now. And we can decide whether or not together, whether we want to work on this relationship or end this relationship. How this conversation goes about really determines your karma moving forward. For example, we have this justice card. Now in my my tarot deck, my Easy Tarot deck, the Justice card represents the power of 3. So what you put out comes back to you times 3. So, for example, if you're leaving your spouse, if you're just done, how you do it really affects your karma. You can leave it with love, or you can leave it with hate. You can take them to the cleaners, you can ruin their name, their reputation, You can just bring them down. Or you can say, you know what? I love you. I'm not in love with you. I'm going to rip this Band-Aid off. I'm going to end this marriage as clean as I can. I'm not going to take you to the cleaners. I'm going to do this because I respect you and I feel like you can grow and learn from this situation. That's the way to do it. That's good karma on your end. That's how you're going to get that power 3 back. That's how you're going to be wise enough for your next relationship. That's how you're going to be confident enough for your next relationship. Now, if you ended bad, you're going to take that energy into your next relationship. You're going to take that baggage into your next relationship. That's the whole I do. That's the confidence portion. If you ended a relationship knowing that you ended it out of love, wouldn't you have confidence saying, you know what? I said what I had to say. It's in their ballpark now, their move. I'm good on my end. Doesn't that make you feel confident? Doesn't that bring out the inner strength in you? Now, in the same tone, if you were to end it horribly, that would ruin your confidence because you're taking that baggage into your next relationship because they're going to put up a fight. They're going to feel offended. They're going to make that divorce or that ending of the relationship just as hard as you're making it. So you're going to bring that into the next relationship. You're going to have those same worries for your next spouse or your next partner. You're going to have that same anxiety that you have in this previous relationship because that's your karma. That's what you ended it with. So really be responsible for the energy you put out. There's always a good way to end things and a bad way to end things. There's always a good way to mend things and a bad way to mend things. Now, I'm going to touch on that last part because I said there was a bad way to mend things. This is very important for those of you watching, and this message might be for you. If you decide to mend your relationship, make sure you're mending it in a healthy way. Don't mend the relationship and have it go good for a week and then have it go back to old habits because that's the justice you get. Really think about it. Is this something that we need to use our imagination and get outside of the box? Do we need counseling? Do we need a third party? Really think about it. Put the energy towards your love life. This is very important. This is a great time for you to really learn the lessons and for your spouses to really learn their lessons too. So again, at the beginning of the week, start thinking of ways and to bring up your issues that you're having with your spouse. Start thinking of ways to overcome those issues. Start deciding whether or not you even want to be with your spouse or if you want to mend things with your spouse or your partner. Really be in your mind at the beginning of the week. Midweek, talk to them. Do it out of love, and you will receive love. Do it out of hate, and you will receive that hate. It's really up to you this midweek. This midweek's very important for you. Have that conversation with them, okay? You guys aren't the same people you were when you started the relationship, so your expectations shouldn't be the same as either. So let them know. And then at the end of the week, receive your justice, receive your rewards. You know, if you've been in a relationship and you've been given your all and you're ready to let them loose, that's your reward, your freedom. You're not wasting your energy on that person anymore. Say at the beginning of the week, you decided you want to stay with your spouse, you're finding creative new dates, you're telling them, hey, stuff's not working out so well, but I have enough love and faith in us that we're going to work things out, that I'm going to create new opportunities for us. Hell, you might have a hot date this weekend. You never know. That'll be your karma. It's up to you and your free will. All I can do is plant the seeds. All Spirit can do is plant the seeds. That's what being human is all about, our free will. With that being said, if you like what you saw, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and comment. Feel free to check on back to see how accurate these readings are. I have never been steered wrong by them, so I doubt you will. If you want to find me for a longer, more personal session, look at my session options on Facebook at Northwest Intuition, my Instagram, Northwest Intuition, or my email, northwestintuition@gmail.com. It is your girl T, over and out.